Hey, it's Eric with RegFox here. In this video, I'm going to show you everything to know about group registration, how to enable it, how to disable it, and how to use the group size requirements inside the reg options field. So group registration is typically going to be turned on by default, and you can know it's turned on because it's going to have, after the end of the registrant data section, the add another registrant. And this is going to allow you to have your attendees begin to stack and add people into the registration experience. And they'll have to go through all of the individual details you're capturing per registrant. So it kind of loops around, starts back here, has the next registrant complete this information, and it's really great. If you want to turn this off though, you would go under here to group registration, and then you would turn it off. And if I turn it off, save and preview, then this is going to lock it in as one person completing the form, cannot add any other people. See, it goes straight down to the billing information. So if you want to have like a simple survey form, it's a great example of where you might want to turn off group registration, or if you really want to be strict in terms of how people are added, you would turn this on or off. But to add it, turn it back on here. Then we give you some additional options to customize the language of the buttons here. So let's say this was a sports specific registration page or a camping registration page, and you want to use the word camper, athlete, runner, student, things like that. So we could say athlete here, and when I save and preview, we can see that the button down here is add another athlete. So you can be very specific and contextual for that group registration experience. This experience option here is going to choose how you want the experience to be for people adding multiple people. By default, it'll be that accordion where people kind of stack on top of each other inside the page. If you want it to be separated by page breaks and kind of people reset and refresh the page, each additional person, then you'd choose the separate pages one here. Then you can choose the button when it's for separate pages for continue to billing. That just allows you to customize for the next step as people are done and finished with adding people. If you want to limit the number of people per group in the entire registration submission, you can say, great, we accept groups up to 10. So you could limit the maximum number of people who can submit on a page at once to this number here if you like. Now, there are certain situations where you might want people to register in defined set groups. And I've covered this in the Reg Options demo, but just to show it to you here briefly, is that in the Reg Options field, you can turn on group size requirements. And that would say that this registration option level is going to require a certain number of people. And so I'm going to leave for the individual tier it off. So there's not going to be additional people required for this one. So that one's off. But maybe for the corporate registration, it's going to require 2 people to be part of the corporate registration. So when I hit done, save, and preview, we can look at here. If I go to the corporate registration, you see athlete 1, and then you go down here after all that information, and athlete 2 is here. And so that is a way that you can have certain groups of people in defined sizes register under that kind of completed set. And so the group size requirements allows you to set the group size to pretty much any number you want, a really large number. So you can turn that on, use it, turn it off. But that is it on the group registration feature within RegFox. Hopefully this has been helpful to you. Reach out to our team if we can be any help to you, and I'll catch you on the next video.